Hello, this is the Vikstrand. What you're about to see is a review I shot on a very early Friday morning in Skövde. It was supposed to be your standard take on the movie The Amityville Horror, but it turned out to be a little different because when I checked the footage afterwards, not only did I realize that, not only did I see that the camera very meticulously and very slowly did start zooming in on me, like it was possessed or anything. How weird. Also, this was a review ridden with problems, because basically I had every single street sweeper, every single maintenance vehicle, and every possible construction vehicle that Skövde could muster up on a very early Friday morning decided to show up at this little square. What is wrong with you, Skövde? What the hell is wrong with you? Also, and the cherry on the cake is basically when the huge truck comes and delivers two enormous chairs, which I sort of just sees when I turn around. So my reaction to the arrival of the two big chairs is actually a bit genuine, even if I, rolled with it a little bit. But without further ado, let's get over to Skövde and the movie The Amityville Horror. Hello everybody, this is the Vikstrand. Today we are going to talk about a crime that happened in 1974. It had ramifications that we still feel the effects of today. I'm talking about the Amityville Horrors. But first, a little thing called Let's Take a Look in the History Books. Oh yeah. So Ronald DeFeo shoots 6 of his family members to death in their Long Island house, and he was later, convicted for second-degree murder. This is all fair and good, nothing special about this one. However, 1975, George and Kathy Lutz moves into the same house, and along with their 3 children. They only stay there, however, for 4 weeks until they decide, what the fuck, we're getting this fuck out of this place. Why? Well, maybe because they had some phenomenal experience there, and they claimed that the house was possessed somehow. And that should have been the end of it, but no, it really wasn't. 1977, the book came out, The Amityville Horror, which described what happened in a sort of novel format. The book was a huge success and became the subject of a lot of criticisms and lawsuits. Lots have remained that the book is mostly true, but some things was debunked very early as being, just made up stuff. And it should have stayed there. But it did not. In 1979, the movie came, The Amityville Horror. It was a decent enough horror movie, but compared to the juggernauts of its time, the 70s was a good year for horror movies, and for some reason, most supernatural horror movies that is good was made in the 1970s. But this was just a so-and-so movie, in my opinion. And, well, it should have remained hidden, but it didn't. Because Ronald DeFeo's second biggest crime, however, has to be the fact that he is responsible for 18 movies. The Amityville series is a series of 18 movies. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's even one more coming out this year, 2018. Is going to see the release of yet one more. This is insanity, because sure, it may be a fascinating story, but do you have to do it over and 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 God! We're going to take a look at the 9th movie today. The big remake from 2005, and let's see if it's okay. Oh my fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. Melissa George and Ryan Reynolds plays the Lutz couple who moves into the house, and then bad things starts happening. The story isn't too complicated, and it follows the events fairly close at hand. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of things moving around here in this small little town this early in the morning. Good God. And of course, the spirits are going to, haunt them and all that stuff. But right from the start, this doesn't feel that interesting. Goddamn street sweepers. Ryan Reynolds is vastly miscasted in his role. Ryan Reynolds is a fun dude. He's Deadpool. He's Mr. Fuck You from Blade Trinity. Now, the guy doesn't work as a mentally tortured and increasingly dangerous and threatening person. He is Ryan freaking Reynolds. He doesn't have that much range. You have to play to his strength. This is not his thing, dumbasses. Ugh. Melissa George, who plays his wife, is pretty bland and not very interesting. The only person in the Lutz family I can truly get behind is the youngest daughter, played by Chloe Moretz, who is maybe one of the greatest child actresses out there. So we do not really have a good cast, do we? Unlike the original movie, the gallery of characters is a lot slimmer in this case. It is mostly the family and some other people, but feels like a too small cast for this movie, to my opinion. There is cliches, there are jump scares, there are the occasional glimpse of Ryan Reynolds' amazing abs. Oh Jesus, they are amazing. Oh, where was I? Oh, sorry. Jump scares, cliches. This is not awfully made. It's pretty well produced, and it looks good. And by the way, who's producing this one? Ah, yes, that's why it looks so good and is so hollow. The ghosts aren't really scary. If you're trying to scrutinize more the reasons the ghosts have, or the backstory, or the things that they may or may not have invented just for the sake of this movie to feel more, up to date, despite them being a period piece, it creates just more and more plot holes and more things that makes you go, wait, why did that ghost do that thing? For example, in one case you see a ghost hang themselves, but no one was hanged. Everybody was shot. Jesus Christ! That's one of the things that distracts you from the movie. The movie never really fully goes into awful mood. It's not a bad movie. It's just a uninteresting movie. Ryan Reynolds grunts, and his attempts at looking menacing. It doesn't work. This is a lackluster horror movie that doesn't really have that much going on for itself. It is an okay movie if I've ever saw one. It's actually a lot better than the recent spew of awful demon possession haunted movies, whatever. At least this movie has a solid conclusion and not the shitty awful modern horror movie ending. I will have a movie monologue about the shitty endings of modern horror movies one day, but this is not the time. Mostly because every single vehicle in the entire city of Skövde is trying to get in on the action right now. Who thought that Skövde would be so busy on a Friday morning? In the end, this is a okay movie with some okay suspense, some jump scares that are cliched, but you can see Michael Bay's fingerprints over a lot of the dumb decisions that was made for the sake of making this movie look cool. But it do has nice cinematography, you can't take that away from it. So take it for what it is. The Amityville Horror is nothing I would recommend. It do have some good acting from Chloe, but apart from that, this is just more, it's just another slew of ghostly images and not that scary situations. I give this movie 37. 18 movies. What? That yellow... Was that yellow chair here when I started? What the fuck? Did that yellow chair just pop up here? Skövde, it's possessed! Run for your lives!